Previously on this channel, I conquered the expert list, which is a collection of some of the hardest maps in all of BTD6 from the community. But did you guys catch how I said some of the hardest maps in BTD6, not the hardest maps? And that's because there is actually a tier above the expert list named the map list. This is where you go to suffer, but in a fun way. The community curates this list of the 50 hardest custom maps ranked from the hardest to easiest. Much more difficult than any Ninja Kiwi made maps. And today we're gonna start episode 1 of conquering the map list, starting with the 50th hardest map, Winter Waterhole. Let's hop right into it. Now, what does this map have to offer? Currently looks like there's 4 separate paths, with one of the paths being a lot more difficult all the way on the right hand side. But here's the real kicker on this map. There is very limited space. You can place towers on this platform, and then you can place towers on the platform in the top left. And I think you can get one water tower in here, but that's about it. So yeah, pretty insane stuff, but how am I gonna start on this map? I feel like I basically gotta put a submarine in here, and then my other tower will have to be dealing with the right hand lane. Maybe we just try a dart monkey first and see how this ends up playing out. I'm gonna keep the dart monkey on strong targeting. Alright, so it looks like we just defended the greens. The submarine got a nice little snipe there, but this back end of the round might be the problem. I can probably also upgrade the dart to quick shots mid-round. Yeah, the dart monkey does fall behind. Another option is I could try changing the targeting of the sub, but I don't think that changes the targeting of how the missiles seek, which is really what you're looking for, because I would want them to seek to the right hand lane, obviously. Ooh, I'm still dead against that one red. I guess I could try a range on the dart as well. I feel like this is not going to perform to the same degree as the attack speed bonus, but who knows? Wait a second. Maybe that does better. Oh, but then I'm dead to the top path. Okay, maybe last targeting? And then first? Yeah, we got it to work. Let's go. Round 6 has finally been beaten. How about round 7? On the bright side, the dart monkey is strong enough to handle green balloons with the range. It can hit them 3 times. By the way, the hero I brought is Geraldo, which is technically the optimal hero for this map. But the thing with these map list maps is they're just so difficult to begin with that I'm not too concerned of like going for the other things, like non-optimal hero. If I can get them in the process, it's going to be huge. But the main goal is just to beat the map. Alright, let's get quick shots on the dart monkey for this round though. I think that'll make the difference. Yeah, we're good. And then round 8 still gets defended. The submarine is really the MVP here, gotta say. $400 on hand. I think we probably add a sniper at this point. The nice part about doing these map list maps is you can see the submissions from other players who completed it and kind of see what strategy they used. And sniper is prevalent in every single one of them. What if I put sniper on first target instead of strong? Okay, I think we're doing better this time. Wait, one more shot? Yes, barely good. We're hanging on by a thread. How am I defending this? Round 10. I'm so dead. Try strong target on sniper. And then I can possibly afford a second sniper or afford a dart monkey upgrade at the end of the round when all the blues come out. Let's try a second sniper. Both on strong for now. And then we'll have to put them on first. Wait. No, we can just keep him on strong. We're good. Now, the thing with Geraldo is placing him early would definitely help because I could use his items. But a lot of the time in these maps, you want to technically wait to place him, because if you wait, then you get the shop restock from level 20 at a good timing, which can help you a lot in the late game. So I'm going to try to wait to place Geraldo for that reason. First though, we'll just see how much money I can save up. I'm guessing I'll need something else around 14. Yep. On the bright side, I have quite a bit of cash, so I could either upgrade these snipers, or I could upgrade the dart or sub. I'm thinking first I can try upgrading the dart monkey to triple shot. That'll be pretty effective for these 2 lanes on the right, but then the other lanes might still give me problems. Put the submarine on strong targeting as well. Just want to pop down the faster layers of the balloons first. I do need to put some thought into my overall strategy too. I feel like if I could turn this submarine into a preemptive strike, that would be super effective. The preemptive is just really good now, ever since they buffed the first strike damage and like AoE damage of it a couple updates ago. Oh, by the way, I can still fit a 3rd tower on this platform, so maybe we'll add a 3rd sniper later. Or another idea is if I want to upgrade these snipers, I could add an AUK buff for one, which is not a terrible thought. I guess we'll just see how it ends up playing out. So far, though, we're actually handling quite well until round 21 comes. The thing with the preemptive is in this location, I probably want to get the bottom crosspath on it, which makes the main attack fire more often, since the submarine's just in such a good location. And because of that, it allows me to go for a twin guns early, which is going to help me out a ton. And I'm dead round 22. Dude, these rounds are brutal. Can't afford airburst starts this round either. What if I upgrade the sniper to a bottom path? Let me cook. Yeah, that actually makes the difference. The main problem was we weren't popping the white balloons down fast enough. And having bottom path on this isn't bad because I could turn it into like an elite defender later with the middle cross path. And Geraldo actually pairs nicely with that too, with the sharpening stone for the shrapnel sniper. So there's some synergies that could be at play here. Alright, let's get camo protection on you. And we're still handling nicely. This triple shot has been putting in really good work on the right hand side. As I said earlier, that's like the main lane I'm worried about, this vertical lane on the right. Lead balloons get dealt with from the full mode jacket. We're somehow making this early game work with the crazy space restrictions this map has to offer. By the way, I asked in the Discord, if you want to get the shop restock at the certain timing with Geraldo, you need to wait till round 40 to place him, which is a super late placement. So that's going to be pretty difficult to pull off. But if I can pull it off, it's going to be really nice for my late game setup. Wait, I think I did it. A little bit of sniper targeting. Oh, that green balloon. We're so close. If I beat this round, I get semi-automatic rifle next. Oh, here's a tactic I can do. The problem is when I'm trying to target the sniper, the info panel is blocking the right lane, which is really what I'm concerned about. But if I click the dart monkey, the info panel is going to be on the left. Then I click the sniper, and it stays on the left. So this is like 2000 IQ. And now I can micro the sniper's targeting to first when I need it. And then back to strong. Come on. We did it. Let's go. Alright, semi-auto rifle, round 32, please. Got it. That's a good feeling. I think it's triple the attack speed. Let me see. Yeah, attacks 3 times as fast. That'll be much more consistent. The next couple rounds I'm gonna have to worry about is like round 35 and 36, which are always really difficult rounds to beat in these custom maps. On the bright side, I still have a lot of space to work with on the right platform. Obviously, some of the space will have to be eaten up from Geraldo once I place this guy. But besides Geraldo, what else would I want to place on the right-hand side? I do need to think about that. Alright, rainbows. Am I good? Barely. Oh, I'm surviving. Okay. Pretty sure I'm going to be dead round 36, though. Let's see. If I put this on strong, and then first. Yeah, I don't handle. I would be able to handle if I had full auto rifle at this point, but that's not affordable. And I can't afford an ALK buff for it either, I'm pretty sure. How much does this cost? Actually, I can't afford an ALK buff. Huh. Let's see if that makes the difference. As long as we have good ALK buff uptime when we need it. We had it for the first wave. We're going to have it for the second wave here. Just switching between strong and first targeting. Third wave's the hardest. It's the longest wave. Strong, first. That's close to working. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait a second to build the ALK buff till now to change up the timing that the brews throw throughout this round. So then hopefully I have a more optimal timing for the final brew to help me defend that final wave of pink balloons. Let's see. Okay, that brew threw out a pretty good timing. First. That was the closest attempt yet. Okay, wait a second. What if I just try a ballistic missile? I have been spending so long trying that ALK buff, but ballistic missile might be better. Oh, I ended up dying the second wave. Because, as I said earlier, that's going to be preemptive later anyways. No matter how many times I try it. Wait. Okay, second try with the ballistic missile tech, it actually did work. Yeah, so I think at this point I'm just going to save money towards round 40 because again, I don't know where the mob's coming from. If it comes from the right-hand side, it's going to be much more difficult to defend since our ballistic missile won't help out. And also remember, I do want to place Geraldo next round as well, so I need to save some money towards doing that. Am I good against round 39? Currently it's looking like I am. This defense is actually surprisingly effective. The 2 snipers... Oh, and the mobs come from that lane, okay. So let's just see how I look for the first attempt. I don't even pop the layer. That's fine. Alright, so let's get Geraldo down probably right about here. And then what am I going to do to actually help me pop the Moab? I guess ALK buff the sniper? Feel like this might still not be enough, but we'll see. Just our single target damage is the thing that's lacking too much. Yeah, that was close though. Alright, I can try adding a creepy idol. And maybe like 1 spike. Come on. Okay, the creepy idol made all of the difference. We'll take it. Was a little bit expensive defending that Moab, but it's fine. And now what do I want to save up for next? Probably save up for the elite defender that I was talking about before saving for preemptive, because saving for preemptive is going to be like insanely difficult. I still don't know if I want to full commit to that upgrade. Alright, full auto rifle is bought around 43 though. That's going to be really effective with the ALK buff. It's also crosspath or alchemist with the middle crosspath. That's the crosspath you want when you have fast attacking towers like this. I think finally though we can actually relax for a little bit because it's been stressful Getting to round 45. Can I use this cape, by the way? Oh yeah, you can't if you already upgrade the dart monkey. That's a little bit unfortunate. On the bright side, there's definitely room to get more darts here if I want to keep one later. Alright, and here's round 49. This is a big round of ceramics. Am I good against it? Looks like no. We can try some targeting tech though, like strong targeting. To first later. Nope, still dead. The obvious answer to this round is using Geraldo items, which would help the sniper a ton, like Sharpening Stone and Pickle. But the thing is, I want to avoid Geraldo items if possible, since that's just throwing money down the drain for the most part. Alright, I've got an idea. What if I add a druid right about here, and we can turn this into a druid of the jungle, which I'm planning on later making into a spirit of the forest. I haven't really utilized spirit of the forest much in chimps. I think it's actually kind of a low-rated upgrade. Also, wait, we died. Maybe try that again with it target on strong. But the reason why I think it might work here is because just the nature of the map with a decent amount of overlap from the tracks, the vines should be pretty effective. And the fact that I'm going for preemptive, I feel like preemptive and the druid could be a pretty good pairing. I don't know. Alright, that did defend round 49 ceramics, and hopefully that's going to allow me to save for the elite defender. Second Moab, we're good. I'm like 1,500 off now. Come on. Come on, elite defender. Got it. Let's go. Huge purchase. And that should be able to defend the rounds for a while. Probably will need something else around 63. There's no way this is going to handle around 63. But most of the other rounds, I'd imagine, will be good. And the thing is, since I have the shrapnel crosspath on it, I can give it a sharpening stone and maybe a pickle later. I don't know if pickle is necessarily worth. I'll have to do the math on that. But yeah, Geraldo definitely benefits the middle crosspath elite defender a lot more than the top crosspath one. Ooh. Camel leads. Okay. Trying to think of the best thing to do for these. I could get the top crosspath on my druid to pop leads and then give that a camo potion. But since I'm not getting this druid for DDTs, the bottom crosspath is most likely better. I don't really need lead popping on it. All right, let's just use a Jerry's Fire on the right then. And then we can use a camo potion alongside of that. Quite a bit of money spent from Geraldo's shop, which I'm not necessarily happy about. But I was thinking of solutions, and that's the main thing that came to mind to do. On the bright side, the Jerry's Fire is going to stay around for round 63, which, as I said earlier, is going to be a problem for us. Let's see how I look on my first attempt. Actually, wait, that defended the first wave entirely. Okay. Elite Defender performed better than I thought without Sharpening Stone. I guess Ballistic Missile is also pretty good against this type of round. And I'm dead round 64. Probably just need to do some target micro this round, I'd imagine. Like, focus that Fortified Moab. Yep, there we go. Now we're good. I'm so lucky there's a tiny bit of line of sight that Sniper can clip balloons at the top here from the right-hand lane. That has saved me on countless occasions. But now we've got, what, 21k saved up, which isn't bad. I guess I can think about the next 5th tier I want to get, whether that's Preemptive or Spirit of the Forest. I feel like Spirit of the Forest makes more sense to purchase first, because Preemptive's like a DDT defender. But the only issue is if I get Spirit of the Forest first, I'm not sure if I can afford Preemptive before the DT rounds even come, so that could be a problem. Also, I know I haven't really placed any turrets from Geraldo either. The reason I haven't done that is because turrets are mostly like an early game thing, and obviously I waited for Geraldo's placement till round 40. And turrets are also a late game thing if you have the upgrade turret available, which I don't yet. I will probably start spamming those guys once I get Geraldo to that point. Ooh, round 71 looks bad. Okay, let's try some targeting. Like strong. That's closer. Oh my gosh, that almost works. The thing with Elite Defender is it gets bonus attack speed the farther balloons are on the track. So what I'm trying to do with this targeting is keep it where there's a lot of the time a balloon about to exit, but not exiting necessarily. So then the Elite Defender has a maximum attack speed throughout most of the round. Please. Yes, we did this time. Targeting always makes the difference, guys. You gotta be good at targeting to get through these hard maps. Either way, we're like 8k away on the save of Spirit of the Forest now, which is decent. It's funny that you still have this banana farm icon on top of it inside of Chimps mode too, because obviously the Druid can't like make any income in Chimps mode. Ooh, the leads are getting through too. Let's try First Strike. Let's add that to the mix. All right, nice little First Strike ability. Looks like I'm good so far. Good. That right BFB is gonna kill me. Actually, no, it's not. Okay. First now. Okay. We're good. These rounds are giving me heart attack, bro. Round 76. And I'm dead. Oh, I don't have Sharpening Stone on this anymore. Try that. Okay, Sharpening Stone does make a pretty big difference. I think with some targeting, we can probably make this happen. Please? Yes. Maybe I go for preemptive before the druid. Again, my main worry with that is the right lane is just going to be so difficult to defend without the Spear of the Forest, because the preemptive is not going to help out with it. But I guess we'll just see. Round 77 is actually not looking too bad. I don't need a first strike this round. Alright, first wave of ceramics on 78 is probably going to give me issues. Second wave should be easy though, because I have bonus camo damage. Oh, we're good. Oh, I haven't been using the druid ability either. The Vine Crush. That could have helped me out in so many previous rounds. That like grabs, I think, multiple ceramics at once. I kind of forgot that was a thing. All right, Camo Wave, that should be easy to defend, as I expected. And yeah, round 79. Preemptive Strike will be afforded in a second. Let's get it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I got the preemptive. I don't know how many ceramics that even grabs, but I guess it is a fun ability to have on standby. And the ZOMG takes the same exact path the round 40 Moab takes. That's going to be the same path the BAD takes as well. Not really concerned about defending the BAD though, because I have Preemptive Strike, which will just make that defense really easy. Also, probably going to just start stacking these turrets. Definitely want the turrets on the right-hand side, 100%. Preemptive is helping out with every lane here. Insta-killing some of the blimps. It's first strike. Am I dead there? I'm dead. Man. Maybe instead of getting those turrets, I get like a Relentless Glue over here. That's an idea too. And then we save for the Spear of the Forest afterwards. Okay, that is helping a lot for this round. I'll say that much. First strike now. Good. That was good first strike timing. And the rest of this round should be easy. One other thing I could do to help me out for the right-hand side is spam Jerry Fires over here, which I probably will do later. But at the moment, it's not worth, because I'd like the Jerry Fires to stay till the end of the game. And I don't have the upgraded ones yet. I think I get that at level 16 Geraldo. Come on, handle. Good job, Clue. Barely not. And unfortunately at this point, guys, I tried round 83 over and over again, even with like buying Relentless Glue using a couple Geraldo items. But I wasn't really defending. And even if I did defend, we still are pretty far off of affording the Spear of the Forest. So I went back and changed some of my flowcharting, getting the Spear of the Forest first, before the Preemptive Strike. But unfortunately, that didn't really work either. So I just had to rethink a lot of my strategy, which is what I ended up doing. Going back to round 49 and switching the Druid for a Boomerang, as essentially I'm going to do the same exact strategy as before, but with a Glaive Lord instead of the Spear of the Forest. Now it might seem like a Glaive Lord would be pretty bad in this location, but you'll see later. It's actually quite the effective upgrade, and the Glaive Lord is just widely considered to be a better Chimp's Tower than the Spear of the Forest, for the most part. But either way, we resume the live commentary here on round 75. Okay, this is the round I can afford Glaive Lord. 35.1k is the amount I need, so keep that number in mind. A little bit of sniper targeting. We're close to affording now. Come on. Get it? Oh, I'm like a couple hours off now. Got it. Let's go. I don't know if that's gonna... Okay, we're gonna be fine against these BFBs then. Yeah. Huge. Now, I know the Glaive Lord spot's not perfect because the orbiting glaives don't hit much, but the thing is, the Glaive Lord has map-wide ricocheting. So even if it's hitting blimps over here, it can still help out with blimps on the other paths as long as it's attacking, which is the exciting part of this tower. I don't know, Spear of the Forest just did not seem like it was doing much at all for me. So Glaive Lord probably will pair better with the Preemptive. I think it's technically cheaper too. And how do I look round 81? This is my main concern because I'm basically relying on the Ricochet attack to defend the other lanes for the most part. I mean, obviously the Elite Defender can help out, but let's see how consistent it is. Currently, it's actually looking like it's doing a pretty good job. But then once all the blimps are dead on the right, now it's like, what am I going to do? Hopefully Elite Defender can handle the rest. I think it can in this case. Yeah, it definitely can. Okay, that's good. Round 83 should be really easy for me though. Just these Moabs will get ricocheted on by my Glaive Lord. It's really just the fortified stuff that gives me problems. Rounds with unfortified is no issue for us. Okay, we're only like 8k away now from the Preemptive. I don't know what I'd want to purchase after Preemptive. Maybe just like spam Geraldo items up the wazoo. I've got Geraldo level 16 now, so we have the bunch of benefits from that too, which is huge. And here's round 87. Most likely need to use a first strike. Probably for the last COMG. We're gonna have good ricochets for the first 3. That's probably not gonna be enough though. Yeah. I don't have the glue available from Geraldo, which slows down Moabs yet. That's level 17. That was my initial thought of how to beat this round. I guess we can go Creepy Idol here. Maybe a couple stuns. will help. No, it's not really making a difference.
One eternity later.
Blade Trap. Now. First strike. First target on you. Please defend. Please. Yes! Finally! Oh my gosh, that took forever. Yeah, I'm like $700 off, please. We've got ricochets off the CMG to clean that up. Yep. No way, I'm not gonna have first strike for that ZOMG. I'm dead against this one. Wait, am I? No, we're not. Preemptive. And I want a first strike here, yeah. Oh my gosh, we got both the 5th tiers. We got both the 5th tiers. And also, at this point, I don't think I can fit any more towers, actually. We're kind of maxed out, so it is probably a good idea to start the bunnies and try to finish those as early as possible. We're gonna have to be spamming Geraldo's item shop now. This is the time. Round 90 DTs should get insta-killed from the preemptive. Let's see. Yep. Just nukes them all. And also in round 91, we probably should get a Jerry Fire down on this. Another Jerry Fire over here. Might as well give the Dart Monkey a pickle as well, which will buff the Jerry Fire damage. And also do a Jerry Fire on Geraldo too, and give him a pickle. Actually, we don't want to give Geraldo a pickle, because later I'm going to be using genies, and if I give Geraldo a pickle, that means the genie is going to be pickled. And you do not want to pickle your genie, guys. If you take anything away from this video, do not pickle your genie, because the genie has pretty high base damage, so it actually just hurts the DPS. All right, first strike now. Good. We want to first strike ZOMGs on that lane, obviously. Well, these last two ZOMGs are going to be difficult now. Maybe I shouldn't have first strike that one, in hindsight. Yeah. Try this round again. All right, I think I'll use a glue for this round, if anything. Just one glue in the middle. And then we'll first strike right now. Good timing. How do we look here? Maybe more spikes? We're good. Had to spend a bit on Geraldo shop, but that's really what the name of the game is now. Just Geraldo shop items a ton. These last couple rounds. Is this bunny number 2 or 3? I don't actually know how many bunnies that is. Remember, we're not really going for cash spare though. The plan is just to beat the map. If I overspend on Geraldo's item shop, it's okay. Here we go. I actually think this round might be easier than 92 for our setup, just with how the build is of the round. But don't quote me on that. It's first strike now. I don't know if that was good first strike timing. I feel like we need to wait for the first strike once again until like these 3 ZOMGs are grouped up at the end of the round. That's the optimal timing to do it. I'm gonna be very dead. That's okay. Let's first strike now. Good. We're alive. This right side's gonna kill me again though, isn't it? I think I've got to use a blade trap, but that still might not be enough. That's enough, okay. Spent quite a bit of items there, but that's fine. On the bright side, round 95 is actually gonna be one of the easier rounds. Preemptive insticles everything. Is this enough bunnies? It is. We've got the bunny, the killer bunny now. All right, everything gets nuked this round. Not an issue. As I was saying, it's a good combination. This is kind of my similar theory with like Spear of the Forest preemptive. Spear of the Forest cleans up, preemptive kills everything. But Glaive Lord is most likely just doing a better job at it. Round 96. I think probably use a genie again this round, and we'll just see how it ends up playing out. Might need to use like some blade traps or something too. Remember, we get that restock on 98. That's why we waited to place Geraldo. Here's the ZOMGs. I'm gonna wait on the first strike again. I'm looking pretty good at the moment, actually. Looking really good at the moment. Yeah, this last 3 ZOMGs are gonna be tough. We can first strike there. Oh wait, that actually did a lot. And I can blade trap. Now. And that should defend. That was clean. That was an easier 96 than I thought it would be. I think I can just first strike both of these ZOMGs here. First strike now. Yes. And we survived. Okay. I can pre-place these blade traps. What I'd really love is if I had a balloon Sabo, but yeah. I can't fit anything is the main issue. Go. Rejuve. First strike. Rejuve. First strike. By level 20. Place down this. Place down one at the top. Okay. We're gonna go glue. Glue. Glue back here. Start spamming spikes. Let's go blade trap there. Another blade trap there. I have rejuvenation potions back. Do I want to use them? Or do I just get the first strike ability off cooldown anyways? Wait a second. Come on, first strike. Good. Oh, that first strike was huge. Wow. What a first strike. Now we gotta beat round 99, which might be a little bit difficult because the preemptive doesn't one-shot the fortified DTs. But what I can do is get a couple more Jerry fires down and stuff, just to help out a little bit for the DTs. Let's see how I look. And I have a spike I can use as well, if I need to. Wait, I'm defending. I'm defending. Yes, spike there. Wait, we're good. Oh my gosh. I should be good against round 100 as well, with 2 first strikes used. We can first strike just off cooldown regularly, and then I can use the rejuvenation potion to get back. Come on. First strike, rejuve, first strike. Actually, wait, that might not work, because I popped... The first strike was too late. We dealt too much damage beforehand. Maybe I need to be quicker? No, I just need to use 3 first strikes, that's fine. Not as much cash spare because of that, but man... What a fun run. First MAPLIST map completed using Preemptive Strike, Glaive Lord, Elite Defender, and a million Geraldo items. I don't even know how much I spent in this guy's shop, but he definitely helped out quite a bit. And that shows you why Geraldo's like the optimal hero for most of these difficult maps. Since we took down the number 50 map in today's video, I'm thinking video number 2 will be selecting a map between number 40 and number 30. So take a good look at these maps and let me know in the comment section down below which one you'd like me to take on next. That's it for today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace. Have a good one.